Roy Keane slams Michael Carrick's post-match interview after January 1st draw vs Chelsea. Roy Keane took aim at Michael Carrick on Sky Sports this evening. "I disagree with everything Michael Carrick, said in that interview," Keane said on television after the game. Caretaker manager Carrick took charge of his second game as Manchester United drew 1-1 with Chelsea. "I have no doubt in my mind that he will be happy to have avoided defeat against an informed Chelsea side," but Carrick said he was disappointed not to take all 3 points from Stamford Bridge after taking the lead at the beginning of the second half. Although it looked like United had a clear plan for the second time this week, Keane took the opportunity to question the so-called plan under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which Carrick defended in his post-match interview. Keane started his rant by saying he disagreed with everything Carrick told Sky Sports. He said, "We had a plan and we're proud of the players. What plans have they had the last few months?" Carrick spoke about pressing and how he believes we've been doing it well all along. Michael Carrick disagrees with penalty decision in Chelsea draw. Michael Carrick oversaw his first Premier League game as caretaker manager of Manchester United on Sunday evening, with his side claiming a valuable point against the league leaders. The draw arrested United's run of consecutive defeats, but they will count themselves unlucky to not have won the game, having taken the lead in the second half through Jadon Sancho. It looked like Carrick's game plan had worked to perfection, but with roughly 20 minutes left to play, Chelsea were offered a lifeline. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was deemed to have kicked Thiago Silva after a corner, but Carrick has disagreed with the decision taken by Anthony Taylor in his post-match interview. "I don't think it was a penalty," he told Sky Sports after the game, via Football Daily. "They've obviously had a lot of play and they've had shots. David's had probably 2 saves, which I kind of knew before the game that at some he's gonna have to make 1 or 2 for us. But other than that, I felt quite comfortable in the game, I have to say. Of course, we want to be better in terms of having the ball and possession. I'm not carried away, that was a fantastic all-around performance, but I thought we defended ever so well. I thought the attitude was absolute top from the boys, putting bodies on the line when we had to. Sticking together, working back and tracking back. We've obviously got to do the other side a little bit better, but I can't fault the boys one bit from today." "Dropping Ronaldo was my decision," says Man United's Carrick. Manchester United caretaker boss Michael Carrick said it was his decision to drop Cristiano Ronaldo for Sunday's 1-1 draw with Chelsea, and that he had received no input on team selection from Ralf Rangnick, who is due to take over as interim manager. Former defender Gary Neville had suggested ahead of the game that German Rangnick had picked the team for the match, but Carrick dismissed the pundit's comments. "That's not the case, no," Carrick told British media. "We came here with a plan. I kind of knew how Chelsea would play and we wanted to stop the passes through to Jorginho and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. There were a few changes to freshen it up and it's what we decided to go with. We almost pulled it off." Ronaldo, who started and scored in United's midweek Champions League win over Villarreal, came on in the 64th minute against Chelsea. Jadon Sancho gave United the lead, but Chelsea equalised via a Jorginho penalty. "Slightly disappointed, to be honest," Carrick added. "We went ahead, we came here to win. To go 1-0 up and have it taken away from you is disappointing." United, who are 8th in the Premier League, 12 points behind leaders Chelsea, host Arsenal on Thursday. David De Gea unfazed by Ralf Rangnick links following Chelsea draw. Manchester United earned a hard-fought draw at Chelsea in what could have been Michael Carrick's final game in charge of the side as caretaker manager, with links to German philosopher Ralf Rangnick intensifying with each passing day. Chelsea dominated proceedings in London and United were largely made to defend for extended spells, but came out of the 90-minute affair with a valuable point against the league leaders. David De Gea was at the heart of the action once more as he made a series of impressive saves, including a fingertip stop to deny Antonio Rudiger in the first half. The imperious Spaniard has delivered his post-match verdict after the game, but was also questioned on the rumours of Rangnick taking over, as seen. Let's see what happens, De Gea told Sky Sports, via Football Daily, when quizzed on the possibility of Rangnick joining the club. Now it's Carrick, the manager, we are with him. We won against Villarreal, we draw here today. Of course, we are conceding many chances still, but like I said, the team is together, this makes us stronger. The 31-year-old was unfazed by questions over the managerial role but insists the team is improving after a tumultuous week. De Gea has emerged as an unlikely source of inspiration for many players, with other figures in the first team remaining on the fringes. Dean Henderson will hope to reclaim that number 1 position under the new manager, but as things stand, De Gea is safe from any competition. Demba Ba makes exciting prediction for Man United star ahead of impending Rangnick arrival. Speaking ahead of Chelsea's Premier League home match against Manchester United on Sunday afternoon, former striker Demba Ba has given his thoughts on what the future may hold for Cristiano Ronaldo. Sunday's match in London will be the Red Devils' first domestic tie since the club bid farewell to former manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Although Michael Carrick is currently leading the first team on a stand-in basis, German tactician Ralf Rangnick is expected to become interim manager until the end of the season. However, while the United faithful awaits Rangnick's arrival, Carrick has not shied away from making some pretty hefty calls that have included dropping Ronaldo to the bench for Sunday's tie against Thomas Tuchel's high-flying Blues. Speaking ahead of the match, ex-Blues forward Ba, who spoke to Being Sports, insisted that despite missing out on a starting spot on Sunday, Ronaldo will play a key role under Rangnick once the German's appointment is finalized. Yes, I believe yes, Ba said when asked if Ronaldo will fit into Rangnick's plans. Rangnick has that intelligence to get the best out of the players. Also, I believe that he also has that intelligence to adapt to that squad he has, when he has it. Brighton midfielder admits he wants to play for Man United at some point. Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder Moises Caicedo is regarded as one of the most exciting young players in South America, and after a lengthy transfer saga, he ended up joining the South Coast club early this year. The 20-year-old from Ecuador was heavily linked with a move to Manchester United prior to his Brighton transfer, but Stretty News understood that a move for the defensive midfielder was never likely. Now plying his trade in Belgium, on loan from the Premier League club, Caicedo has revealed his ambition of playing for Manchester United or Real Madrid in the future. In the short term, perform well and get Beerschot out of this plight. And in the long term? I am a fan of Manchester United and Real Madrid. It would be great to play there someday, he told Gazette van Antwerpen, via Sport Witness. Midfield is one of the few areas where urgent strengthening is needed at Manchester United, and although Caicedo has emerged in discussions within the club in the past, a transfer to the Old Trafford club in the near future is highly unlikely. Brighton have a record of developing young players, and they will be keen to do the same with Caicedo. His ambitions, however, can't be faulted. He will be hoping to be back on United's radar in the future by establishing himself as a Premier League regular following his loan in Belgium.